So the students who have connected online, am I audible? Everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we will start sharp 7 o'clock. Please stay connected. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts related to the previous session, you could ask me. Yeah, this was being done in the last class. Page. We discussed about page and then data layer, data modeling. Okay, the importance of creating properties in data classes. So last class, what we have discussed overall in summary is, it is always a good practice that we create properties in data classes. Okay, so why it is good practice? Instead of accessing the properties directly, we can access those properties by using pages. When you access by using pages, you can have a number of pages created for same class. Suppose if you create a class address, if you create a class by name address, data, address. So in this class, if you have property door number, this property you can access by using a page billing address. And the same property you can also access by using another page shipping address and office address. You don't have to recreate the properties, multiple properties for different types of addresses. Instead of that, every time you need a different type of address to be collected, just create one page referring to the data class where your properties are available. Referring to the data class where your properties are available. Then it will be done. Okay, make sense, clear everyone? So that is the advantage of creating properties in the data classes. So it is not a good practice to create properties either in the work class or maybe the parent classes of work class, maybe the parent class of work class. Preferably, we always create in the data classes. And here I'm going to tell you about these things today, like the 3 data layers that are available. And then we are going to look at creating a data class. How can we create a data class and its properties and the properties? Creating page properties in work class, These pages will refer to data class, okay? Creating UI using page properties and understanding clipboard structure. So the last point is very, very important to note, okay? So while we are practically doing it, just hold on a while, we'll be doing this one. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Sri Krishna Govinda Hare. Just check. Just give me 1 minute. I'll check if anyone has messaged me. Okay. So we'll start looking into it now. Yeah, we will be doing it today. How to create the page and all. I'm going to show you now. Okay, so let's access Pega environment. Try this. Okay. So what is our application? hdfc.com password rules. Okay. So we are going to do this now. So I'm going to give you a requirement to work with. Okay. The requirement is, I think, am I writing the requirements in a separate document? No, right? Okay. So the requirement is we want to create a new screen. Okay. First, we want to create a data class for that. Create a data class, create a data class by name, vehicle. By name what? Vehicle. This is the data class we would like to create. Okay. So this will have vehicle related properties. Okay. With properties, what are the properties? VIN, manufacturing company, model, make, year. Okay. What else will be there? Vehicle registration number, and vehicle type. Vehicle type. These are the different properties of the vehicle class. See, vehicle is a class in which the properties are available which are related to vehicle. So this is called data modeling. So vehicle related properties in vehicle class, address related properties in address class, customer related properties in customer class. Like that we would have done customer. Customer we have created an organization, but it's better we would have created in separate class. But that time we do not know about data classes, right? So that's why we did it normally. So vehicle type. So we need to create a new screen, to capture personal vehicle personal vehicle details. So there is a need of having one screen in our transaction processing to collect the details of a personal vehicle. What do you mean by personal vehicle? Personal vehicle means the vehicle that is being used by individuals for their personal use. There are other vehicles also, like commercial vehicles, the vehicles that are used for business purpose. For what purpose? Business purpose. So vehicle can be personal vehicle can be commercial vehicle. Same vehicle, if it is personal vehicle, insurance premium will be less. The same vehicle, if you are using for commercial vehicle, there is a high risk of damage. You could have focused on 100% class look. Okay. So there is a possibility of high risk. There is a possibility of high risk, and thereby the premium may get increased. The premium may get increased. So vehicle may be same. Suppose I have a bike. Suppose I am using it for my business purpose. I will be charged more premium because I will be using it too many times frequently on the road for a delivery purpose or something. Risk is high. The same is for my personal means I go to office, come back and all. Risk is pretty much low. So the premium. That's why we have to categorize. Okay. It's not by vehicle, it's by usage. As of now, we are going to discuss about the usage as personal purpose. So personal vehicle, which we wanted to, for which we want to collect the details. Vehicle identification number, manufacturing company, model of the vehicle, manufacturing year, and vehicle registration number and vehicle type. Registration number is a government number provided by government. Vehicle identification number is provided by the company, vehicle company. Manufacturing company will have around 20 digits or 26 digits of number generally. So just for your information. Okay. So we will be now creating this screen, but where do we need to start? The basic idea in Pega to create a new screen is we need properties, we need a section, we need flow action. We can create a new flow or we can use existing flow. We already have a flow created some time back, right? What is the flow? Here you go now. So this is a flow where you have one assignment sheet. So here we have customer details screen. Suppose if I add one more assignment, if I add one more assignment, if I add one more assignment like this, then here I can call one more flow action in the output current. So two screens. When the work object is created, it will display first screen. After that, it will display second screen. Our main motive now is learning about how to create data class, page properties, and understanding the clipboard structure. Difference between clipboard of this one and previous one. So before we proceed further, let me give you idea about the three data layers available. Okay, we will practically do it now. So we already know that there is a data layer which I have shown you in the last class. Actually, this data is a class. We treat that as a layer. We treat that as a layered class. Under this data class, we create our own classes. This data class is getting inherited directly from an OOTB class data dash. Is getting directly inherited from an OOTB class data dash. Right now, similar to this data, we have two other layers. See, after the organization, we have one data. We have one data. This is called organization data layer. This is called as organization data layer. The one which I have shown you few minutes back. This is after implementation application class, right? So this is implementation data layer. This is what? Implementation data layer. And you have framework work class. Parallel to that, there is a data layer. So this is framework data layer. Framework data layer. So we have again three levels of data layers provided by Pega. One is organization data layer, framework data layer, implementation data layer. So which layer I should use? Suppose the properties you create, you want to access anywhere in your application. You can go for organization data layer. If it is within framework and below implementations, framework data layer. Within one implementation layer and child layers of implementation layer, then you go for implementation data. Understand clear everyone? So let's go ahead and vehicle related I want to create. Okay, I want to create one vehicle related. If I want to go with vehicle related, then tell me, okay, which data layer is most suitable?
Implementation.
Yes, correct. Which data layer is most suitable? Implementation data layer. మీరు ఆన్లైన్లో అటెండ్ అయ్యేవాళ్ళు ఎంతకు 625. Okay, so let's go with design now. Okay, so let's create now creating data class comma properties by using data type wizard. By using what? Data type wizard. In real time you'll do like this only. See, generally if you want to create data class, you can right click on the data layer, create sysadmin class. This is a general navigation. Then you provide the name of the class here by giving a dash. Just look at here. Give a dash, write your name, class name, copy the same here, then create and open. But we are going to do the same thing by using wizard. Okay, so let's do it now. Let's create vehicle class under implementation data layer. Under which layer? Implementation data layer. Let's remove this here. Here you go now. So this is implementation data layer, but I am not going to follow manual process. So whether I select this here or not, no matter. So I go to data types explorer. Here we are at app explorer, right? So you have an option here, data types. Okay. So click on, I'm sorry, I'll just do this. I'll give the screenshot of this. Click on data types explorer. So click on data types explorer. So there are no data types as of now. So what do you need to do is you need to click on this and choose add data type. Choose what? Add data type. So click on add data type. So once you click on add data type, you get this pop-up window. Okay. So here we need to give the name of the class that you want to create. I want to create a class by name vehicle. Same is the description. See here, expand advanced, expand advanced. So what's going to happen when you expand advanced? You see now. See, it is now going to create a class by name vehicle. It is now going to create a class by name vehicle where it will come after the data layer implementation. You see here, after implementation data, vehicle is getting created. It is going to be created. And there it is creating in the implementation application context and implementation rule set. We are okay with this. Everything that is by default we got is okay. If you want to modify this to organization data layer, you can change it. But I'm not going to do that now. And then click on what? Submit. We are good with that. Just an observation you have to make that the class vehicle is going to get created under implementation data layer. Okay. Okay, very good. So now you know what? By this time, a class would have got created. You want to see that? Show in App Explorer. It will show the class. Class is created. And you want to see the definition of the class? Open class record. So this is been created as a concrete class. Why? You'll come to know soon. And version numbers you'll be learning soon. But this one, Pega has automatically chosen this class option to be does not belong to class group. Why does not belong to class group? Because definitely this class is not in the inheritance relation with the work class. So it should be does not belong to class. So whatever we discussed, the same thing has done by wizard. So now to create properties, click on add field. Click on add field to create properties. So you can create properties by click on add field and their field name. What is the name of the field I can give? So vehicle identification number. In short, I am giving it as win, which is the text property. Very good. Submit and add another. Submit and add another. So submit and add another. So submit and add another here. What is the next one? Vehicle registration number. Vehicle registration number. Again, submit and add another. Okay. Next, manufacturing company. Manufacturing company. So after manufacturing company, manufacturing year. Manufacturing year is integer. I want to go with integer value for year. Okay, after manufacturing year, what is the next one? Vehicle model. Vehicle model. Suppose vehicle model you want it as a drop down or radio button. You can choose here as pick list. What is the option you choose? Pick list. Pick list means by default it will be displayed as drop down. You can change it to radio button or search box. Okay, radio button or drop down. Okay, drop down. First value as select. Second value two-wheeler. Four-wheeler. Four-wheeler. So like this, I have pick list option chosen for the vehicle. What is this? Vehicle model. Maybe it's not model, I'm wrong. Vehicle type that should be. Okay, these properties are enough, pretty much fair enough. You want to add more, you can add more. Okay, let it be, no problem. Vehicle model, okay. Okay, save, done. This is completed, no? So now your vehicle related class is created with properties. You want to see that? You can refresh this. You can see the properties are also available. So this is a wizard to create class and properties. Wizard to create class and properties. What next? We are now ready with the data class and properties. Now we need to go to work class. Go to work class, comma, create a page referring to above data class. Okay, create a page which refers to above data class. Let's go to work class. Here you can remove this and go back here. Right click on this. How do you create a page is you create page with the same navigation as property because page is also property. Page is also like how do you create a property same way and page name is personal vehicle page. At the end of the name of the property, I'm giving page just for our better understanding as a beginner. It's not mandatory that you should go provide the ending with page. Okay. So remaining things are okay for me. Create and open. And here property type. What is that? Property type. Property type you can choose as single page. Property type you can choose as single page. See, the moment you choose property type as single page, it will ask you what is the class for which the page should refer to. So HDFC implementation data where you have the class by name vehicle. You need to select it from the drop down. So if this drop down is not coming for any one of you, you can use a different browser. If you're trying in Chrome, try in Firefox or vice versa. Now the page would have been created. Let me refresh this and show you the page. Refresh this, data model, property, and you see personal vehicle page is created. If you expand this page holds the properties. Understand clear everyone? Now what are we going to do? Now this is over. Now create a section. Create a section. So let's create a section as usual process. Right click on this, create user interface section. And what is the name of the section I can provide here? What's the name of the section I can give? Personal
vehicle section.
Vehicle details section. Personal vehicle details section. Create and open. Create and open. So by default, you will be getting in 8.7, you'll be getting view editor. You can ignore this and you can click on convert to full section editor. And thereby you are going to have what? You're going to have normal traditional editor, which we are going to use for. See, how do you add properties? You already know how to add properties. Tell me, how do you add properties? You can drag and drop the properties that you know. But here, direct properties like the properties of the work class or properties of organization class, you can drag and drop, no problem. But page properties, if you drag and drop, the system will not accept because the properties does not belong to the same class as your work. Section is in work class. Properties are from data class. Though you have a page here, it will not recognize the page by default directly. So what do you need to do is drag and drop the controls and map it back to properties. Drag and drop the controls, drag and drop the controls. So before I drag and drop the controls, I can change the layout structure to inline grid double or triple. Okay, inline grid triple, and I can choose header. Do you know about these things? Header and all. Provide personal vehicle details. Provide personal vehicle details. And I can choose the container format also to be, let's say, notifications. So this will give you green color container. Suppose if you add one more layout and the layout inside layout is also possible. Suppose if I make outer layout as red color, the UI appearance purpose I am using it. So outer layer red color, inner layout is green color. UI will appear something different. It's not mandatory you need to follow this. But overall, you need to add the controls and map to properties. That's the important thing. Okay. So add controls and add controls. So text input control I want to add here. Text input control I want to add here. So one control. Similarly, if you want to add more controls, then what would you do? Right click on this, copy, and then paste. Like this, you can add n number of controls of your wish. Suppose this you want as a drop down, you can even change here also. Instead of directly drag and drop down, text input can be changed into drop down. This is also possible. Okay. But actually, what did I do now? I have just added controls. These controls are not mapped to properties. You cannot map to direct properties. You need to map to page properties. You need to map to where? Page properties. Do what now? Double click on each control. Double click on each control and map to page properties. And map to page properties. So let's double click on each control. So the property name here is dot. You need to give dot or click the down arrow. You see 3 pages are showing up. So which page you will select? Personal vehicle page. Okay, now, but the property you need to ultimately map to. So again, in the page you have a property, no, give a dot, then you see all other properties. Bin property is the one for which I want to map this to. Submit this, no? Got it now? Now map the remaining controls. Map the remaining controls. Double click on this. And what is this one you tell me? Personal vehicle page dot vehicle registration number. Vehicle registration number. And similarly, this is personal vehicle details page dot manufacturing. Yeah, manufacturing company we can take. Manufacturing company and then personal vehicle details page dot manufacturing year. Vehicle model. Vehicle model. Okay, now save, done. Let's create a flow action. Create a okay. How do you create a flow action? Right click on the class, create process flow action. If you closely observe, all this we have created in implementation only, because this is specifically related to vehicle. So what is this name? Personal vehicle details FA. Personal vehicle details FA. Create and open. You can call the section here. No? Click the down arrow. Personal vehicle details section. Personal vehicle details section. Save this. What next? Now we don't create a new flow because we already have a flow. Open existing flow. Okay, comma, add one more assignment, and call the flow action. Call the flow action. Flow we need to create, right? Sorry, flow we need to open, right? We know where it is available, right? Begin vehicle insurance, right? And do what? Add an assignment. Add assignment. Okay, now So here you go now. What is the name of? See, the assignment label, that's a display name, can be made proper. I mean, like meaningful. Like you can change it to collect customer details, the previous one. And similarly, this one also, you can give it to collect personal vehicle. I'm sorry, details. Collect a personal vehicle details. Like this, you can do. And you need to connect this now. So it should not be discontinuous. See, a flow should be continuous from beginning to ending, connecting all the shapes in one direction. Okay. So this one, first I want customer details screen to be displayed. The moment you click on submit button, it should go to the next screen. Okay. What is the next screen? Vehicle details, personal vehicle details. So there should be a continuity. You need to click on this link, hold this with your the mouse left pointer, hold this on here, drag this and disconnect from the end shape. You disconnected or not? Now this one you connect back to assignment shape. So once it is highlighted, whether it is connected or not, how do you know is if you hold the assignment shape with the mouse and move along with shape, the connector also moving, that means it is connected. Now the last assignment shape to end shape. How do you connect? You hover the mouse here. Okay, then you have this arrow mark just to drag and connect here. So how do you know whether it is connected or not? It will be generally highlighted there. Okay, if you release it and then move the end shape, along with end shape, connector also moving means it is connected. Okay, understand? Just for your information. Now double click on outward connector. So here is a flow action name that you can give. So give the down arrow here, personal vehicle details flow action, personal vehicle details flow action, personal vehicle details FA, submit. Save this. Done. Clear everyone? Now do what? So now run the flow, create a case and test it. Create a case and test it. So actions and run the flow. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare. Okay, first name. First name, I'm going to give some name. And here I'm going to enter some value, age, gender, phone number. Some number you can provide here. And let's try to look at the clipboard structure of screen 1, screen 2. So Pega is all about clipboard. You need to understand that Pega is all about clipboard only. So this is a screen which we have designed. I'll enter some data here. VIN number, VIN 001, vehicle registration number, R111, something just like that I am giving. Tata, manufacturing year 2024, vehicle model, two-wheeler I am giving, or four-wheeler. You can give anything. That's it. Submit. So once you submit this, now you go where? Go to clipboard. Go to clipboard. So once you go to clipboard, scroll down. Here you see PY work page. So on the PY work page, you have all the properties alphabetically ordered: age, date of birth, email address, first name. Remember one thing, PY work page always refers to the class where transaction has begun. Transaction has begun at work class. So PY work page refers to work class. You have the properties of work class or parent class properties available on PY work page, but you do not have vehicle related properties on PY page. Why? What is the reason? The when all those things are not available. The reason is those are not direct properties of this class. So you expand PY work page, go inside PY work page. You can see here inside PY work page means ultimately it is on the PY work page. It is another page again. So personal vehicle details page. So personal vehicle page is referring to which class? HDFC, like. So the page definition will be like PY work page dot personal vehicle page dot vehicle identification number VRN like that. So this is how the clipboard structure will be. So the most important part of today's learning will be understanding the clipboard structure of a UI. See the difference between direct properties using in UI and page properties using in UI. Page will come always inside the PY work page. PY work page will definitely there. That is a work object page. Work object page is what? PY work page. So if your user interface is designed by using page properties, whatever the page you have used, that page will come inside PY work page. So for that, I can show you here. So here you can see this is work class. You remember always for work class, there will be PY work page. To the level of work class, you will have equivalently PY work page on clipboard. Inside work class, you have one page, no, personal vehicle page. In the same manner, if you go to clipboard, inside PY work page, you will see personal vehicle page. And that will refer to data vehicle class. So in order to know the clipboard structure, you don't even have to design the UI. What if I design a user interface screen with the properties FN and LN of CUST page cust? If I create a UI with the properties FN LN of cust page here, can any one of you tell me what will be the clipboard structure at runtime? What will be clipboard structure? Suppose
PY
if I
work
design a
page
user
dot
interface with
cust
FN,
dot
yeah, PY work page. Inside PY work page, what do you see?
cust.
Dot cust
There is a
dot
page by name
FN or LN.
CUST, and on CUST you see two properties, FN and LN. So what if I create a screen using the properties of page MNGR? That's a page. Then tell me what is going to happen. What will be the clipboard structure of that?
PY workpage dot MNGR.
PY work page dot MNGR,
NGR.
inside which on
Dot.
which you'll have properties, right? That's
Yes.
how it is very much essential that everyone should know about the clipboard structure of this one, so that future requirements will be depending on this. Now, what is the advantage of created pages? Tomorrow, if I ask you to create a screen, collect the details of a commercial vehicle, collect the details of a commercial vehicle, do you create the properties again? Vehicle related properties. Suppose if I give you one requirement to create a screen with the to collect commercial vehicle related information like vehicle identification number, model, make, year.
Hold on, Harsha. Please mute. Someone's mic
Someone
is.
please mute. Who is that? Yes, yes. Okay, I'll mute from my end. STUV. Okay, good. So here you go now. So commercial vehicle details, if I ask you to collect, then you are not going to create again VIN number, company, model, make, year to have one more screen in your transaction. Instead, you create one page referring to the existing commercial vehicle class. Then do what? Create one section, one separate flow action, add into existing flow action. The details will be like PY work page dot commercial vehicle page dot VIN number, company, model, maker, like that. Correct? Okay. Now I will give you one requirement. You tell me the design. Okay, the same manner, in the same manner of what we have learned. So we want to create a new screen. Create a new screen to collect address details, address details like billing plus shipping address. Billing plus, this is what you need to create. So this screen is going to have two portions. In first portion, billing address details you will enter. Door number, street name, pin code, landmark. Second portion, similar things you'll see, door number, all that. But at the end, once the screen is submitted, I need to find out on the clipboard, billing address details I should be able to see, shipping address details. Given this requirement, so what are the steps to be implemented as per the knowledge we have now, like with data classes and all? First, what do you create is, what do you create first?
Address.
Data
Address.
class.
Data.
By name, address.
Address.
By name, address, comma, properties, comma, properties. You have data class created plus properties. Next, you will come to work class. What do you do now? Next,
Create the page.
Create a page.
how many pages you do create?
Two pages.
Create
2 pages.
2 pages. Billing and
Shipping.
shipping. Both pages refers to same class? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Refers to address class only. But page references are different. Next, third one. Create. How many sections you create? One section you will create, correct? One section you will create. Inside that section, you can add 2 layouts. In first layout, you can map the properties controls to billing address page properties. Second layout controls you can map to shipping address page properties. That is okay. Okay. Clear, everyone? Now, I will tell you something now called embedded sections. What is that topic? Embedded sections. So what do you mean by embedding? I already told you about this. What do you mean by embedding?
Include add.
Inside one of the object.
Yes. An object inside another object. Something, an entity inside another entity. Section can be embedded into another section. Why should I do this? I will explain you now. Suppose address detail screen, if you create billing and shipping address both into one single section with 2 layouts, it is okay. It will function properly. You will be able to collect billing address details, shipping address details. But you cannot divide this section into 2 layers. You cannot do that because all this is a single piece. A single piece means you have only one section which has both billing, shipping, stick to it. What if I do like this? Billing address, I will create one separate section. The controls I will map to billing address page. Shipping address, I will create one more section. Controls I will map to shipping address page. These 2 sections I would embed into another section called address section. I can do like this also. Ultimately, the screen I will see the similarly. But what is the advantage if you do like this? Any one of you tell me? What could be the advantage?
You can copy the address probably.
We can copy what?
Shipping address to shipping address if both addresses are same.
To differentiate, Harsha.
For a differentiation, if you create in single screen also, you can differentiate. That's not a big deal. So someone is saying reusability of section. We can reuse the section in another place. Suppose billing, shipping together, if you have in single screen design, can you make this as 2 layers separately? Is it possible? Can you separate billing and can you separately use shipping again? Not possible. If you want shipping address separately, you need to create one more time. Instead of that, if you create billing section separately, shipping section separately, combinedly you can put into another section. Billing section alone, if I want to reuse somewhere else, I can reuse. Shipping section alone, if I want to reuse somewhere else, I can reuse. Understand? Are you clear with this point, every one of you? Are you clear, everyone?
Yes, Harsha.
Okay, that's the advantage. But okay, in this process, generally what do you do? Create two sections, billing and ship. I'm not going to spend the time on this because I will do it in a different way. Billing and shipping address sections. Okay, comma, create create a container section. Create a container section by name address. By name what? Address, comma, embed billing and shipping sections into it. The advantage is now only shipping you want somewhere else 10 times anywhere you want, you can reuse. Only billing you want, you can reuse. Like you are slicing these things. But there is a problem. Suppose, imagine you created a screen, billing address, shipping address, separate sections, you combined into container section. Okay. After that means I will tell you, just instead of you imagining in your brain, I will draw one diagram. So we have address section. Inside address section, you have two sections embedded. That is, one is billing section, second one shipping section. How did you design this? First, you created a data class, address, and you created all the properties in the data class. Then you came to work class. You created two pages. One is billing address page, which refers to address class. Another one is shipping address page, which refers to address class. Now, later you created one section by name billing address. The controls of billing address section you map it to billing address page dot door number, billing address page dot street name, like that you mapped. Similarly, the controls of shipping address section separately, you map it to shipping address page properties. These two sections you embedded into another section. Everything is good. Can any one of you tell me what would be the clipboard structure of this if I design like this? What would be the clipboard structure you get if I design like this? If you understand the design, you should be able to say.
PY workpage dot address
PY
section.
workpage dot, PY workpage dot, on the clipboard, what do you see?
Address page.
We don't have any page name by name address.
Dot shipping address.
PY work page, after what is the page you will get? First. So what did we do here? Look at here. Look at these things and tell me.
PY workpage dot billing address.
PY work page dot billing address, one page you will get. Under PY work page, you will get billing address page. Billing address page will refer to which class?
Data address.
Whatever the data class, in that address is there. On this, you have door number, street name, all that. And apart from this, under PY work page, what else you'll see?
Shipping address.
You will also see PY work page dot shipping address. Understand clear, everyone? So like this, you will be getting. That is the ultimate clipboard structure is ultimate. So suppose after this screen is created, like someone has created data class, properties, pages, sections, everything. Address screen now currently capturing the details of billing and shipping. You got one enhancement requirement. That is, in the address screen, please add third portion to collect office address details. Can you tell me where do you start? Given you already have all these things, if you want to enhance the existing screen by adding
Create a
one more
page.
portion of
We'll
office
create
address,
a page called
Page.
office
create a
address
new page, office address referring to address class. Once page is ready, what is the next step?
section.
Create a separate section for office
Office.
address and map the controls to office address page properties. After that,
We need to call that section in the
We need
wrapper
to
section.
embed that office address section into address container section. For 3 addresses total, how many sections you created? 3 sections separately you created. 3 pages is okay, no problem. But 3 sections you created. Suppose tomorrow you got a more enhancement. Collect the details of present address in the same screen. Billing, shipping, office, present address also. Then again you need to create one page. No problem, I can create. But you need to create one more section. That section properties you need to map to page. So 4 different types of addresses. How many sections you created? 4 sections you created. Okay. Instead of this, you can do it by using single section, which please mute. Please be on mute if you're talking to others. So instead of this, you can implement this by creating a single section using multi-purpose. Using it for multi-purpose means now we are going to learn multi-purpose reusability of what? Sections. Multi-purpose reusability of sections. Multi-purpose reusability of sections using pages. Always you need page. So what do I mean by this? I'll explain you. For explanation, it will take time. So I'll go to the diagrams. What is that? Refer to data class. Data class sections. I will open. One diagram I'll open. Okay. I will take this diagram. Okay. Open with Paint. This is not the one. This is the last time one. Okay, I'll take this diagram. Okay, now open with Paint. So now look at here now. See, look at this one. So there is a data class by name address. Okay, there is a data class by name address with all the properties. What are the properties available? Flat number, street name. Like that, we have multiple properties available. This is first step. This is data class and properties. Next, instead of creating next we create pages. That I'll come to pages. Why? After creating a data class and properties in the data class, I am also going to create a section by name address underscore wrapper. What is the name of the section? Address underscore wrapper. The name of the section is address underscore wrapper is the name of the section that I am going to create. Where am I going to create? I am going to create in the same address class. In the address class, I am going to create one section. Direct section now. Now the section is in the same class as properties. I can drag and drop the properties like dot flat number, dot street name, like that. In the data class, you have section. Up to this, are you clear, every one of you? Online students.
Yes, sir.
Like what we used to do in the past, same way. Data class and properties. But additionally, what did we do now? Section also in the data class. Now the properties in the section are directly like dot flat number, dot street name, like that only. Now, coming to work class, I am creating 2 pages. Page 1, page 2. Page 1 and page 2. 2 pages. One page name is billing address page, referring to address class. Another page name is shipping address page, referring to address class. This is also as usual. Next, I am going to create one container section. What is that? Container section. One section I am creating by name address section. Empty section. Inside this address section, I can embed another section, but I am creating my address section in work class. Where am I creating? In work class. Now into the work class section, I want to embed data class section. Data class section I want to embed into work class. I want to embed into where? Work class. But it is not possible by default. Why it is not possible? Any one of you tell me?
Both are in different class.
Both are in non-inherited classes. Work class section can call only work class sections. It cannot directly call data class section because it has no inheritance with that. In this situation, we take the help of pages. Now you can embed address wrapper section, which is in data class into work class with the help of a page, page dot section, like page dot section. This section has door number, flat number, street name, right? Now, if you are embedding a section, the section itself has a page while embedding. Section you are embedding using page. At runtime, these properties will become billing address page dot flat number, billing address page dot street name, billing address page dot street name. Understand clear, everyone? So now the page you are applying on section. Inside section, all the properties will become page dot property. Okay. So one section, that is address wrapper section, embedded first time into address section by using a page reference, billing address page. Now the same section you embed into same container one more time. The address wrapper section into same container section you embed. But this time while embedding, use a page, shipping address page. Use what page? Shipping address page. Now, one section embedded 2 times into the same, but each time when you are embedding, you are using a different reference. You are using what? Different reference. One time you are using billing address, another time you are using shipping address. The clipboard structure will be billing address page dot flat number, street name, like that. This one, shipping address page dot flat number, street name, like how it was in the past. In the same way this now also. But the only difference is, instead of creating separate section, one for billing address, one for shipping address, I have created one wrapper section in the data class, embedded the same section 2 times using 2 different page references. At runtime, it will act as 2. Suppose if I want to create office address, if I want to collect office address, should I create the section once again?
No.
No need. You need to create only one page. Always remember the best practice of creating UI. This is the finalized one. So best practice of creating UI with the pages, with the page properties is step 1. Create data class, comma, properties in data class. Second one, create a wrapper section in data class. Section also in which class? Data class. Third step, create one or more pages referring to data class. Next, create a container section in work class, comma, embed data class sections into work class using different page references. Understand? Next, create flow action. Like this, one data class section can be used to collect billing address with billing address page reference, to collect shipping address with shipping address page reference, to collect office address with office address page reference. So one section being reused multi-purpose. This is the ultimate best practice Better than this is not available for pages. For pages, this is the ultimate best practice. So in order to design user interface using pages, you need to always remember this one. The first customer details practical. You can forget about that approach. The second, personal vehicle details practical. You can even forget about that approach also. That is also not best practice. This is the ultimate one you need to remember. Then why did we do those two things? Because we are a beginner. We want to learn step by step to reach to the best way of design and development. If you are being given with a requirement to create a new screen using pages, page related properties, you always get these steps into in your mind. Create data class, properties in data class. Then create a section in data class. Create one or more pages in work class. Create a container section. Create a container section. Then embed data class section into work class container section using page references. Flow action, flow, all that is same. Understand clear, everyone? So I will write down the requirement today that we implement tomorrow. Tomorrow will be practical about what we have discussed now. So we are going to start Pega training new batch. Pega training new batch, we are going to start from March, right? April 8th. We are going to start Pega training new batch from April 8th. Timings would be morning 11 o'clock to afternoon 12 o'clock. 1 hour time. That is 11 a.m. slot. 11 a.m. slot. Pega training new batch is going to start. The language medium of teaching will be in English plus Telugu language. If you have any of your friends who are looking for Pega training, who can understand Telugu language, explanation will be in Telugu, technical will be in English only. So you can refer them, you can let them know that we are starting a Pega training new batch from March. Okay, tomorrow what is the requirement? Practical, no? Tomorrow is practical. Directly. This practice I will show you. So create a new screen to collect billing and shipping address details. Shipping address details. Understand clear, everyone? Everyone of you, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that practical and all I will tell you tomorrow. Can we reuse section into another place? Yes, we can reuse. So always you need to think about not only reusability, multi-purpose reusability. Okay. So using pages, you can reuse any component in Pega for multi-purpose, not only properties and section. It won't be there for flow action, but flows can be reused like that. Different things, activities. In future, we'll get to know so many things. I'll attach these documents now.
Sir, I have one question.
Go ahead.
Sir, address class is a concrete class. So if we have shipping address and billing address, then we'll insert the entry in common table, right? Address.
It won't insert. About the concrete, I'll talk about it soon. Why it is concrete and all, I'll tell you soon. Okay. For now, you can ignore. Okay.
Okay.
So it requires time. So soon you'll be learning, but let me finish the practice of what we want to do yesterday, tomorrow. Okay, what is it? Google Classroom, right? I have to give you. What is the batch number? 620? Six 24. So you do finish this practical, what we have discussed today, okay? I think I'm unable to attach multiple documents at a time. Yeah, you can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.